Hi, and welcome to Moonbeam Connections. I'm Jacqui-Leigh. Today on Seriously, Universe, Explain Yourself, we're going to look at why is all this global chaos happening? So why does everything seem like it's just going crazy right now in the world? As you may have noticed, you can actually hear the cards shuffling, and that's actually because I did not have sound on this video, unfortunately. I messed up. And so there was no sound, but because it is an automatic writing session, I didn't want to lose the entire video. So I decided I would dub over this first part since the writing part's already dubbed over and we just sort of fake it till we make it type of thing. So right now I am shuffling the cards and we're going to see what we're going to come up with. So we'll let me continue to shuffle the cards, and then when it comes out, there we go. So we actually got the reversed Ace of Pentacles. So this is all about delays, missed chances, instability, right? And so there you go. I mean, why all the global chaos? Because there is instability in the world right now. Instability in alliances, instability in who are the enemies and who are the allies right now. So there's a bit of a shakeup going on in the world. And when the Ace of Pentacles is upright, that's about opportunity and prosperity and growth. And so when you reverse it, that's about you missing those opportunities, missing that chance, maybe not growing, being delayed, having having the instability that we do have. And so at this point, I will jump ahead in the video. I'll cut it probably here right away. And we will move on to the automatic writing portion, and we'll see what Spirit has to say about why do we have all this global chaos in the world right now. And thank you. I appreciate you understanding that sometimes things don't always go how we intend, but we'll continue on in the video into the automatic writing. Thank you. It's all about your perspective. Since the dawn of time, man has been in chaos, always building structures and empires, and then tearing them down. It is a cycle that humanity repeats over and over again, and until humanity learns the lessons, the cycle will continue. There have also always been wars and violence. But when it is in your backyard, you notice it. But that is the problem. When it's not your problem, you ignored it. It's not until it's put in your face of affects your life that you start to ponder why it is humanity needs to figure out that all people love, all people deserve health and happiness, and all of humanity functions best when resources are dispersed amongst all equally and fairly. But this is not how humanity functions. Humanity looks at what they want, looks at getting and hoarding as much as they can without consideration of others. Everyone wants power and wealth, but no one looks at the fact that when there are those who are extremely powerful or wealthy, they do things for their own benefit, irregardless of who is affected. Negatively. Humanity will overcome this when they realize that we are all equal and all deserve to live healthy, happy, fulfilled lives. Love. And I'm back again. I am dubbing over the second part as I did lose it. So really, this reading was all about that over time, humanity has built up these structures, built up these empires, and then they end up getting torn down. This is a cycle over and over and over again. And while the reason why you are currently noticing it is because it is in your backyard, right? When the problem is somewhere else, when it's another country, when it's somebody else's issues, it doesn't seem like a big problem. You can ignore it. It's not right in your face. But when it's all over the news or it's coming into your backyard, suddenly all of a sudden it looks like, oh my gosh, look at all this chaos. This wasn't happening before, but it's just because you weren't paying attention to it happening, right? There's always been people who want to collect power, want to collect wealth. And so you get these extremely, extremely powerful people, and all they care about is doing things for their own benefit. They're not worried about the people on the bottom, right? The people on the bottom, they want to take advantage of so that they can continue to hold their own power within their sort of ranks within their family, within their tight little ruling community, whatever it is. And so really this is about the reason why there's all this chaos going on right now is because there's always been chaos going on. Humanity has not figured it out yet, right? Humanity is always looking for, what can I get? What can I, have for me? And sort of screw everybody else over. And obviously there's good people out there, but this has been a pattern that's cycled over and over again through time, throughout history, where man tries to gain more power, gain more wealth, gain more land in order to have more control, in order to have more for themselves. And then as you get that big divide, that's what I'm saying right there with my hands, right? So you have those at the bottom and you have those at the top. And as that gap gets bigger, the rich-poor gap gets bigger, you get more of this chaos, right? You get people who are at the very bottom that now have nothing to lose. You have these people at the very top, and of course, their structures start breaking down. They have fights amongst themselves. Other people want their power. Other people try and take them over. And so really what we should all be striving for is more of a welfare system where those at the top do not gain too much wealth, do not gain too much power, right? Checks and balances, that's what we like to hear. And those at the bottom are helped out. We don't just let people fall at the bottom. We don't just let people live on the street, right? We should all be ensuring that every single person has the basic necessities of food, clothing, and shelter. Those should be guaranteed. We should not have homelessness. And obviously there's a lot of different reasons for homelessness. And it's not always just because of a lack of housing, right? People have mental health issues, substance abuse issues, all kinds of things going on. But as a society, we should be trying to become a more of a welfare society. And I'm not saying that everybody has exactly equal stuff, because people don't function that way, right? People don't function where everybody makes the same amount of money, everybody has the same amount of stuff, because if you do that, then it's like, why would I work hard when I'm just going to get the same rewards as everybody else? We definitely like our reward system as a human race. And so we do need to keep that. We do need to have capitalism, but we just need to have controls on it. We need to have controls so that nobody falls out the bottom of our capitalistic society and nobody gets so much power that they can control a country, control a country's politics, control a country's resources, right? We should all be working for the best of humanity, and that's where we should be headed. And so, and this is just another shakeup amongst world powers, and we're going to see it again, right? This is what we do. We build up the structures, we build up the empires, and then they fall, and we do it all again. And hopefully, as a human race, we will come to a place where we no longer have to build up these structures and tear them down, right? We'll come to a place where we all sort of live within this balanced society where everybody's given what they need, and yet people can still strive in order to get more. So I hope this message helped you today, and I'm definitely sending you out peace, love, and happiness. Bye for now.